Namaste, good morning. Welcome to today's episode. Today we'll talk about migraine. Okay. Whenever there is a season change, a lot of people have this problem, and people consider this as a heat stroke. When actually it is not really heat stroke, it is migraine. And migraine is very, very common across people and across age group. So let's understand what causes migraine, what are the quick remedies, and what supplements can be added, which is whose deficiency is leading to these issues. Now, see, migraine can be a multifactorial. It is not about a particular reason that causes migraine, or it is not that I'm genetically inclined towards migraine. Migraine is caused by a lot of things. First thing is hormonal imbalance. Okay, especially in women, whenever there is a estrogen imbalance, which is the estrogen is higher as compared to progesterone, this leads to a migraine, and that is the reason, especially in female, in the premenstrual cycle, a week before the menstruation, females have this problem of migraine. Second thing that causes migraine is emotional trigger. Okay, when you are stressed, when you're emotionally imbalanced, the migraine is caused, because migraine is caused by the neurons or the neurotransmitter that runs in the brain. Third reason is stress and depression, anxiety. Okay, so when you are too stressed about a situation, when you think too much about it, it can lead to the thoughts can lead to emotional trigger, and that will lead to migraine. Excitement, shock, anxiety, these are another form of the way body treats there is something wrong in the environment, and the brain's ability to react changes, and hence we get this deliberating pain in our head. Another big reason which people don't talk about is food sensitivity. Okay, a lot of people are sensitive to food because of the herbicide and pesticide that is being used. Secondly, about since the processed food has gone up, so a lot of food colors, food additives that are being added. Okay, aspartame is one of the additives that causes this. So understanding what food, a lot of people, like for example, in my family, my mother, she eats tomato or something which is too sour, she gets this pain. So she knows that there is a trigger food for her, and then if you know what the trigger food is, you can actually avoid it. Other thing is flavoring agents. So class 2 permitted preservatives, monosodium glutamate or Ajinomoto, which is also camouflaged as hydrolyzed vegetable protein, or actualized animal protein. This is nothing but MSG, which also causes a lot of brain, because it dilates, or it increases the brain neuron ability. Molded food, which is like cheese, okay, or aged food, this also causes migraine in a few people. So the understanding of what is causing this is very, very important. So it can be because of imbalance in your hormone. It can be because of how you're reacting to a situation in terms of stress, anxiety, depression, excitement, your thoughts, or it can be because of food sensitivity. Uh, some other reasons that causes this is heavy metal toxicity. So people whose detox pathways are not clean, whose liver is not clean, whose kidney is not clean, and who are consuming a lot of heavy metals can find this. So long term, having coriander, parsley, mint during this season will help you bind these heavy metals. Blueberries help you to bind these heavy metals and move it out of the system. So heavy metals can cause them. Fourth important reason that causes migraine is a spinal alignment. So our spine is supposed to stay straight. If it is not, it leads to nerve compression. So if the nerve is compressed, enough oxygen and blood is not moving to your head, which causes the oxidative stress to go up, and which causes you to have a migraine. Uh, uh, Cold food, a lot of people with, let's say, ice cold water or ice cream, when they eat, especially with ice cream, people eat and they have this pain around this area, so they are sensitive to cold food. So avoiding that would be a good idea for them to control their migraine. Caffeine, Okay, so caffeine, a lot of people contrary to the belief that if you have got migraine, drink coffee. Caffeine also triggers migraine. Chocolate, as a matter of fact, triggers migraine in few people. So you need to identify what are the food you are sensitive to, which are causing it. So a good idea is whenever you have an attack of migraine, go back to 2 3 hours before that, and I try and identify what has happened in last 2 3 hours, be it from your emotional health to your environment to the food that you have consumed. Once you identify this trigger, it will be very easy for you to understand and fix it. A lot of people take headache pills, okay, pills to manage headache, assuming that this is controlling the migraine. Yes, it does provide some relief in the short term, but in the long term, this is causing you to have more migraine because the body is getting habitual to this, and it is actually just relaxing your nerves. We're not fixing the root cause. So the more you eat pills to control your headache, the more migraine you'll have in long term. So identify what is causing it and then fix it. Now, what can we do to fix it? Okay, very simple things, simple lifestyle changes. First is you need to identify those triggers which we talked about, which is causing this issue. If it is a food sensitive trigger or it is an emotional trigger, try and move out of it, or fixing that is a solution. Not taking medication, which is a short term triage, but not a permanent root cause treatment. Having a routine. So people are up till late night, binging, eating, and then get up early next day to have the routine. So follow a circadian rhythm. So have a routine to what time should go to sleep, what time should get up, what time you do certain activities. Some changes here and there, as a social being, that's understandable, but that should not become a lifestyle for you. That every day you are up till late in the night, morning you are again up and running. So there's a lot of stress, cortisol is high, adrenals are fatigued, not enough oxygen going to your brain, causing a lot of migraine. Then to fix it, you're drinking coffee after coffee, the caffeine dose is overdose, and then you're emotional, so you eat a lot of junk food, and then you form this vicious circle where one thing is leading to another thing. Whereas the root cause was, if you could have slept early on time and got up on time and followed a routine, you would have not have this problem. Third thing is keep yourself hydrated. Okay, you'll not believe how many times the real cause of headache or migraine is lack of hydration. Now, if you're thirsty or if your mouth is dry, okay, that means you're already dehydrated. It is not a sign that you're thirsty now. It is a sign that your body is already getting dehydrated. So drinking water in this month, this season, normal lemon water is a very good idea to keep drinking. A tip for drinking water: you should never drink it fast. You should never gulp it down. You should always have slow sips throughout the day, because the faster you drink water, it goes down, it gets filtered out, it is not absorbed in the cells. Okay, so slowly drink water. Take one sip every 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and keep sipping water throughout the day. Next thing is rest. It is very important to rest. In case you have a migraine, the best thing is to just lie down, relax, and deep breathe. Focus your energy towards your brain. Try and visualize that you're sending oxygen to your brain to help combat this. So dim lights, no noise, just you relaxing, no exposure to blue lights, relaxing, maybe some music if you like it, but the more you relax, the more you rest, the more you deep breathe, the well hydrated you are, the better the chances of fixing migraine. What you can also do is you can do warm compress. Okay, just behind, under your skull, behind in your back, do warm hot water bottle. That's a good compress to have to soothe the nerve endings and to get relief from migraine. Essential oils, so peppermint, lavender, you can apply them topically, or you can smell them, or you can use it as with a carrier oil, and applying them in the neck region, in the forehead, and the temple region also gives relief from migraine. Last thing that is very important to fix migraine is your posture. Okay, your spinal cord alignment. We talked about spinal misalignment, which causes neuron compression. Now, how we can do that is ideally your shoulder. Usually, our shoulders are stooped in front, it is like down, because we have been habitual to look at our phone and to work on the laptops. So our shoulders are usually front, they're like closed. Now, for spine to be straight, the shoulder should open up. So just push your shoulders back and they should open up. All you need to do is just open up your shoulders. Okay, that's one. Second is you squeeze your butt so that your butt is slightly towards front. Okay, usually it's like this, which is like this. Try and squeeze it so that it becomes like this. So your butt becomes straight, your shoulder open up, and imagine a string going from your head, and which is trying to pull you up and keep you straight. So when you're walking, whenever you can think of, just move your shoulders back, squeeze in your butt, and walk straight. So slowly your spinal cord alignment will become straight. The moment it becomes straight, you will see there's a huge relaxation that you'll have, especially around this area around your neck and your shoulder blade. That itself would be one of the reasons to fix your migraine in the long run. So three things. One is you need to be rested, you need to be hydrated, and you need to fix your posture. Okay. Now, migraine sometimes is also caused by deficiency of some supplements in the body. Now, what are these supplements? Vitamin B2 is one, which is riboflavin. So if you have constant headache and you have identified that none of the triggers are the reason for headache, check for deficiency of vitamin B2. If you have that, taking a supplement somewhere around 500 mg of it, once it is recommended by a doctor, once you have eliminated all the root cause of symptoms, then taking some medication on supplements of B2 is also a good idea. Magnesium deficiency also causes issues of migraine. So there are a lot of types of magnesium that comes. Do not take a magnesium citrate variety when you're taking a supplement especially for migraine. So maybe a magnesium chelate or magnesium glycinate. These are the good supplements that you can add. Third and most important thing that people don't talk about or know about is CoQ10 supplement. Okay, now CoQ10, what happens is it provides energy to the mitochondria. Okay, and the mitochondria uses this energy to fuel our brain and to fuel our gut. So depletion of CoQ10 in our body can lead to migraine issues. So people who have got migraine, it might be a good idea to check with your doctor, to check with your coach, to check with a practitioner that you are approaching, whether you need some CoQ10 supplement to help you cure your migraine issue. So migraine, I think it's a lifestyle issue because of the food that we are choosing to eat, the lifestyle that we are choosing to live in, the sympathetic mode or the fight or flight mode that we are mostly in versus a parasympathetic mode. And the solution is into rest, hydration, posture. Again, it's all about your lifestyle and supplementation in case your body is deprived of. Have these, fix your migraine, and you should see a wonderful summers and season change throughout. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch up soon. Namaste.